On February 2021, I published a video 7 things I strongly dislike about my Volkswagen Id.3. Did anything change? Hello everyone, my name is Chris and I make honest videos and tests of electric cars so you can make a better informed decision what your next EV might be. So this is my Volkswagen Id.3 First Edition Plus, has the 58 kilowatt hour battery, 150 kilowatt, 204 horsepower, rear wheel drive. Let's go through the things that 21 months ago I really did not like about my Id.3. Number one was the many times this car was at the workshop to be repaired. Well, since February of 2021, this car was twice at the dealer for checks. One time was in the summer, in June of 21. I was driving home from a car test of the Ioniq 5 and the rear drum brake got hot. So I told the dealer this is what happened and they picked it up, checked it, cleaned the brakes, but couldn't find anything that was wrong, and it didn't happen since then. Number two was the 2.4 update at the dealer with the 12-volt battery swap. Number two on the list were the many things I have to do so I can finally drive. I like to drive in B, I prefer that, so you have to do the gear change twice. There was the online-offline mode window that stayed there for 10 seconds or you click it away. I had an error message that internet radio is not working. I turned lane assist off to drive because we have narrow roads here and then it's more dangerous than it helps. And I have to change the climate because when I preheat it's always in auto settings and I don't like that. Well, what changed since then? Gear selector is the same, the climate is the same, the internet radio error message is gone, but now I have your data is being used up error message because I used the free data that came with the Id.3 for a while and I used it all. But with OBD11, an OBD dongle that you put on the OBD port and a special software, I could change that the online-offline mode is only there for a second, not 10 seconds that it was before, so I barely see it. And I could change that lane assist keeps the setting that it was when I left the car and that was off, so I don't have to do that anymore. With ID Software 3.0, what will change in that regard? Well, from that moment on, you have profiles on the car, so every time you get into the car, you have to select what profile you want to use, even if you're the only driver of the car. So this doesn't go away after 10 seconds. Every time you get into the car, you have to press OK. Number three was how the ignition turns on and off. It does it with the seat. You get into the seat, press the brake pedal, ignition is on, which is awesome. But when you get out of the seat, ignition turns off, so radio and climate turns off. And back then that bugged me, but it doesn't bug me anymore. I got used to it, so that's how it is. Number four was the Unreliable App. Back in the day, app was very early, missing a lot of features, and it didn't work most of the time. I couldn't get a connection to the car, couldn't preheat, couldn't do anything. It was just horrible. What changed since then? Well, with 2.4, the app is stable, so this is fine. I can preheat, I have a good connection to the car, but there are not a lot of features in the app still. With ID Software 3.0 in the app you can see where the car is if it's not driving, and you can see if the car is locked or not, but you cannot lock it or unlock it, and you can also see if the doors are open or if a window is open. Number five are the not illuminated buttons here in the infotainment system. So volume and temperature for the driver's seat and the passenger seat. They're still not illuminated, it's not gonna change, and it's still annoying. Number 6 was the weird brake feel. So when you have regen on, you have your normal regen that does it by itself. When you press on the brake, you have more regen, but if you have to brake really strong because of something is happening, the brake feel of the friction brakes after the regen, it's just so weird. You need way more force than you think, and you're always surprised, because before with light press you have a certain amount of brake feel and it's okay, so I need a bit more. No, you need way more. And it's still the same, of course. Number 7 was when you're charging, you can only see kilometers of range added per time, not the kilowatt that it's charging. And I always thought they will never change it, but with ID software 3.1 we will have kilowatt in the charging screen. Yay! But my main problem that annoys me the most about my Id.3 is the climate setting. Every time I get into the car when I preheat it, or when I put on that it should keep the climate on when I get out of the car, when I park it, it goes into auto. I don't like auto because auto is mostly coming from the middle here. I don't like this. I like it on the window and to the feet, and it also increases the airflow sometimes very strongly, which I also don't like. So this I have to change every morning and every time I use preheat or keep climate on. Annoying. Overall, the Id.3 improved a lot since I have it over 2 years now, but it's still a long way to go. There are so many EVs that have way more features and work better than my Id.3. But I'm still happy that I own it. I just love driving it because it's the best package for my use case. If you're a German viewer, maybe you want to consider subscribing to my German channel, Battery Life DE, but please don't unsubscribe from here. It's a bad idea. But that's it for me. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day and take care. Bye.